Good morning, boys and girls. It's time for some math fluency. Here we go. 2 minus 2 equals 0. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 1 minus 1 equals 0. 1 plus 0 equals 1. 3 minus 0 equals 3. 3 minus 3 equals 0. 0 plus 5 equals 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 1 minus 0 equals 1. All right, today I have 2 sets of cubes. Now, I'd like you to see if you can find some Legos. And if you can, I would like you to make a stack of 10 in one color and a stack of 10 in another color. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making some numbers. So I'm going to start with always using this stick of 10. All right, and then I'm going to add some more on. And let's see the new number we make. So I have 10, 3. 10 and 3. Do you know what number that would be? If you said 13, good for you. I have my group of 10, and then I have my 3. And I want you to do the same. Make me a group of 13. All right, here's my next one. This time, I'm going to keep my group of 10, and I'm going to add 5. I got 10, 5. How many do I have? If you said 15, good for you. My group of 10 and my group of 5. I'd like you to build me a group of 15. 10 and 5. All right, nice job. Let's try another one. So I still have my group of 10. And this time, I'm going to do 1. Group of 10, a group of 1. What number is it? 11. Good job. I want you to build me a tower to show 10, 1, 11. Good job. Now here's going to be our last one. I still want my group of 10. And this time, I'm going to do 9. 10, 9. 10 and 9. Do you know what number that will be? 19. And I'd like you to go ahead and build me a tower showing 19. 10 and 9. All right, on my board, you see a pond. And in the pond, there's some frogs. Go ahead and count and tell me how many frogs I have in the pond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I put them like a 10 frame so they would be easier to tell that this is a group of 10. All right, so I'm going to have my group of 10, and then I'm going to add some more frogs to the pond. So let's see what new number I make. How many frogs are in my pond? Remember to count my 10. So I have a group of 10, and then 2 more. 12. There are 12 frogs in my pond. All right. So now I'm going to make another group. So I have my group of 10, and this time I'm going to add 4. So I have my group of 10, one group of 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4. How many frogs are in my pond? 14. Good job. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to add 2 more frogs to my pond. Do you know how many frogs are in my pond right now? I have my one group of 10, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 16 frogs in my pond. All right, now the last thing we have to do today is our word problem. It says, Caden had tacos for dinner. His dad made 15 tacos for the family. Draw the tacos and make a number bond. Okay, when we're doing math, we never take lots of time to put lots of detail in there. So we're gonna figure out how to draw the 15 and make the number bond to match. So go ahead and get your dry erase board, and I want you to give it a try. So go ahead and press pause, and then you try, and then come on back and we'll do it together. All right, great. So we had 15 tacos. So I know right here is my group of 10. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my group of 10. I love to put it in a 10 frame because it just keeps me more organized. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's my group of 10. And what's my other group going to be? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's all of my tacos. So I drew my tacos, and the last thing I need to do is make the number bond to show that. So of course I'll make my number bond. And my whole was how many Dad made. He made 15 tacos. And now my parts are my group of 10 and my group of 5. How'd you do? Great. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, boys and girls. We're back for another math lesson. It's Mrs. Knight. All right, come on over. We're going to look at our numbers on the number line. We have been working with these bigger numbers. I'm going to use my pointer stick. I've given myself a little extra hand today. And when I point to that number, I want you to say it right to your computer screen. Ready, set, go. 17. 14. Good job. 19. Great. 12. 20, 16, remember we want to know them in a snap, 11, in any random order. This will be good for first grade. Your teachers will want you to know these. 20, 10, 13, great. All right, today we're going to look at our numbers, any one of these numbers that are along the number line here from 10 to 20, and we're going to look at our number bond. If you remember how they work, remember it's part, whole. So when you look at this, you would say, ooh, 5. If you have blocks, it would look like that, and then this would be 10. How much do I have all together? You might say to yourself, ooh, 10. Hold that 10 in your mind, count on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you would be correct. It would be 15. A 1 and a 5. There's 15. Now, our next one that we do, we're not going to use blocks. We're going to use a different strategy. So there's different ways for us to figure out math problems. Let's take a look at this one. 10, a part, and a 1. Well, if I use my number line, I would say, oh, I have 10, and then put one more. Ooh, 11. That could be one strategy. I might hold on 10, draw one dot, and go 10, 11. So sometimes using the number line is a good strategy, or making a little picture for yourself. All right, let's try another one. We're moving right along. I'm hoping that you're saying to yourself, this is so easy. All right, this time you go get your whiteboard, pause me for a minute, or your piece of paper, and you do this one with me. All right, here we go. We have a number bond. I see an 8 and I see a 10. I'm going to hold the 10 in my mind. 10, and then I'm going to count on. 8's a pretty big number, so I might have to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would help me. 10, count on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, Mrs. Knight, I remember that trick you taught us. Cover up the 0. When you cover that 0, that means one group of 10. That 1 becomes the first part of your number. There's one group of 10 in 18, and then the 8 goes right there, 18. That's another trick. Okay, let's flip this over. All right, let's take a look at this one. I see a number bond. I see two parts, 6, 10, and I'm looking for my whole. All right, you take a moment to figure that out. All right, I'm going to do the trick where I just look at it and I'm going to figure it out in my memory bank, my mind. I'm going to say to myself, 10's the bigger number. I'm going to touch that first. I'm going to cover that up, cover that 0. We said, remember, hide the 0. In the number 16, there's one group of 10, so I put a 1 down, and there's 6 ones. And that makes 16. If you can't do it that way, then it's an easy way to go 10 and then make your 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then count 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And there's that number. Using the number line, you could go 10, jump ahead 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's the same number, 16. So we've done 4 of them together. Here is what I would like you to do for your extension. Notice that these are 3 number bonds. The number bonds are now sideways. So I see part, part, whole. That's number 1 for you to do. Part, part, whole. There's number 2. I'll circle them so it's easier for you to see them. There's 1, 2, and 3. Use your whiteboard or your piece of paper. Draw that number bond, and then we're looking for the whole. And then whoever's at home with you, an adult, can check your work. Bye, boys and girls.